investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren take on one of the most sensational cases of their career after a cop stumbles upon a dazed, bloody young man walking down the road. Accused of murder, the suspect claims demonic possession as his defense, forcing the Warrens into a supernatural inquiry unlike anything they've ever seen before. Now, The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, based on a true story, what is it actually based upon? The trial of Arne Johnson, also known as The Devil Made Me Do It. It's the first case known in the United States in which the defense sought to provide innocence based upon the defense claim of demonic possession and denial of personal responsibilities for his crime. Now, before I decided to plant my fat ass on the couch, watching this amazing film, Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, based on a true story, I decided, you should probably do a little bit of Google research yourself. That's right, because Google, as we all know, never lies to us. So after reading about 3 articles there and then going over to YouTube, I found a video that was about 17 minutes long. Someone did a hell of a good job going over the facts that this film, Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, based on a true story. I realized one thing. The 3 or 4 times that I fell asleep watching this film, yeah, I really didn't miss out on a whole lot. It's pretty sad, pretty sad. By the way, if you were planning on watching this film, either in the theater or with HBO Max, you might want to stop watching me or this video right now because I'm going to spoil this shit. Now we get to the point of the video where I hopefully sum it up as quick as possible because I really don't want to spend that much time talking about this film. That's right, Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, based on a true story. This is where I share my lousy opinion on it. Well, after doing my own research and watching the film, this is what, 3rd intake, Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, based on a true story, I was pretty disappointed, and on so many ways, like, why does Hollywood or wherever these films are actually created, well, Warner Brothers, this is somewhere out there in California, Cinema Lines and all these other producers, why did they throw their money away on this shit? I mean, it's your money. If you want to waste your money on it, go right ahead. I mean, yeah, I spent $14.99 a month on HBO Max, and chances are they're going to change that up here soon because you know how it is. But I'm just glad I didn't spend any money at the movie theaters watching this film. Now, it's not all horrible, don't get me wrong. It's not that terrible. I've seen so much more worse in the past. But I'm just sick and tired of watching these films time and time and time again, like, oh my God, I can take a nap and not feel guilty because I've already seen this before. Years ago, I've seen this before from another production. They tend to copy and paste a lot of shit. You know that, and I know that. In fact, the first, 5 or 10 minutes of this film, I was like, oh great, there we go. Now, I'm all for inspiration, I get that. But to show a scene that was obviously taken from The Exorcist, when the priest finally shows up outside Reagan's house and you've got that glorious shot where he gets out of the cab and all.
Sorry, I'm getting all choked up about this right now, just thinking about it.
You're gonna see something like that in this film. And there's something about it that makes me feel like the direction of this film was inspired by the film The Shining, which I can understand. The Shining was kick-ass back in the day, and it still is probably one of the better horror films that's even made today. In fact, yeah, I would rather spend my time watching The Shining again than watching this crap that a lot of Hollywood produces today. Another missed opportunity that I felt from watching this film, the people that were responsible for creating this film, why on earth they just didn't follow the actual true crimes, the events that had happened, not just bits and pieces of it. I mean, hell, they could have made 2 films alone from this. I mean, that's what they're going for, right? We're on our 3rd Conjuring film. The Devil Made Me Do It, based on a true story. Hell, they could have taken the first 10 minutes alone and made a film on its own. I mean, come on. What the family had to go through alone, the little boy David that was supposedly possessed by 43 demons, and it took 6 priests to come out there to help this kid out. Well, it was actually Arne that did all the work. if you watch the film or read the articles. The last 10 minutes in this film, and then started off the sequel to what was happening with Arne, The Devil Made Me Do It, and focused more on the attention to details, and it would have been a hell of a lot more horrifying than to spend a lot of BS Hollywood crap into it. So, yeah, I guess that's my true thoughts, my true feelings on it. I mean, I hate bashing other individuals out there, and that's not what I'm trying to do, other individuals that are supposedly creating a good film. But sometimes, after a while, you just have to put your foot down and say, come on, would you stop with this bullshit and start creating something a little bit more original? Or if you're going to do a film based on a true story, stop mixing up a lot of crap that we have already seen, okay? No, we've been there, we've done that, and so have you, right? At least I'm assuming you have. All right, I think I'm done pissing and moaning, ranting and raving, and I'm gonna try to rescue my life from watching films like this again in the near future. But then again, it's hard to say. Chances are the next film I watch, and it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm picking on horror. No, I see a lot of crappy comedy films and drama and action as well. Right? Okay, well, I'm shutting up. Get on with your life, folks, and I'll try to do the same. Take care. Bye.